a collaboration which was started as a conversation. The idea was generated and we created the platform.
So these are the three founders, Armine Agayan, Andrea Patricia Kleiman, and me, which were me. We started, what was the idea? The idea was something that we started with Wiki Mujeres, le imprescindibili. So a list of 25 women, more important women of a country, to be translated in other languages. So we start creating this list in every language of these three countries, in Spanish, Armenian, and Italian. Sometimes we also created something in a wiki quote, for example. Some quotes we started with a Wikipedia article, and we also wrote something in a wiki quote, and we also wrote something on a wiki news, and we try to cover this gender gap in all Wikimedia projects, so it's not Wikipedia centric. These are the languages in this moment.
Yeah, we collaborated with these languages till now.
So we have Italian, Armenian, Spanish, Arabic, and French.
So we have women who are very well known in their own countries, but the other countries do not know about them. So this collaboration comes to help every native speaker to read about the most prominent women from other countries in their own native languages.
So we based almost on translations from other languages, and this is the edition in 2017. So these are the projects which were included. Wikidonne, this is a page of the project in Italian Wikipedia.
Wiki page for Armenian users,
okay.
editors. Wiki Mujeres, use a page for Argentina, edited in Spanish.
Argentina and España.
This is the page of Mujeres Latinoamericanas.
No,
so this is
una página colaborativa de las mujeres que hablamos español.
Yes, this is a page of in Spanish.
The woman that we speak Spanish.
Yes, but the
not only America Latina. It's Spain too.
Yeah. I mean the URL of the project. I know that it's a whole Spanish world. It's not only America Latina, but as you see here, is,
May I ask you a question? Is there a link from one page to the other? Because if I'm looking for Wikidonna, I will find the other.
yes, we have at the end we share the slides, and we have the
link
links,
will help you.
Yes.
the links of everything.
Thanks.
So excuse me. Arabic Wikipedia. This is a page in Arabic Wikipedia, and this is in French. This is from summer. So these are the results in 2017. So we had 29 participants,
74 new articles, 4 new improved articles, 3 languages only participated, as we have 3 countries with 3 coordinators.
Yes. In 2018, we have, this is another page of our projects in Italian again.
Armenian, within the Mujeres,
Spanish.
yes, Spanish. The Arabic Wikipedia came to join us with a user group based in Egypt.
Egyptian.
Les Page, which created articles in French. And Cameroon joined us after Wikimania held in South Africa. You said the result, a dashboard. They created articles in French too.
And these groups are women, just women groups?
No,
No?
like
Okay.
Wikimedia Cameroon, it was coordinated by a male.
Okay.
So George is
All the other coordinators are women, but in Wikimedia, Wiki user group based in Cameroon, it's coordinated by a male. George.
But it works? Yes, it works.
It works because we have the result. In 2018, we have more participants, you see in numbers, and more articles were created, more improved, and we have 5 languages. And 8 countries participated.
And the coordinators grow. We have in this moment 7, but we still engaged other people, so are not will be, yeah.
I don't know whether you will explain. I'm very interested in the practicalities. I have perhaps you will explain that during your presentation, or should I?
So we'll present this one to see the results, and then we can have an open discussion with the question and answers. So the next step is this year in 2019.
And again, after Wikimania, we plan to have our 3rd round, which will be held at August 20 till September 20, and we invite all the chapters, user groups to join us.
So please join us. These are the links. We will share this slide, so you can just.
So in meta page, yes, you will have the English variant, because in other places you will have in their native languages.
So these are the links about every. Thank you. And this now questions and answers. You said.
Okay, I try to understand. So you do countries and languages, which is not identical.
Yeah, for example, in French we have Switzerland and France, for example.
Okay, and I wonder how this translation works, because I think that not many French or some people speak Arabic. So how do you make the translation of the Arabic biography to France? Perhaps I missed something.
So every of us create this list of 25, 30 people, women, and every of other language which is not is codified into it, translated this into their own language, and put these names on the list. So we have, I don't know if we can share the meta page to show you how it is.
So if you speak English, you understand English, so you can translate the Armenian women from English page. You can translate the Argentinian women, Spanish women from, again, English
So
wiki
it all
page.
goes via the hub of English?
Like the Armenian Wikipedias were using mostly the English and Russian pages.
Okay.
So these are the list, for example. So Armina took these names in Italian and translate, find how could be this name in Armenian, how should be this name in Armenian, and created all this list with also the images, and this for Armenian, and these after here in Spanish. It's easier between Italian and Spanish, but with Armenian and Arabic we have some problems. For example, we need someone from this language to understand that Rita Levi-Montalcini, it's in Armenian.
Yes, as Armenian is an independent language in the European language group.
Exactly. So with the French, Spanish, and other languages is more easier. But here, for example, we have all the Arabic translations. So for this, we needed the help from people. Yeah.
What exactly need to be done in order to join this project and add up my language?
Just step a list of your articles. What language we talk about?
Hebrew.
What?
Hebrew.
You can start with a list of 25 people, 30 women, and just insert from into the participation page, and just contact us, and we can change. You need to have I don't know, 25 to 30 women, more representative women in the Hebrew language culture.
We do have women in ed project.
I don't understand you.
We do have the women in ed.
You don't have.
You don't
We
need
do
to have a woman.
We do have that list.
You don't need to have a woman. Just
If you have them in the list, but you can just choose some 25 from the list and present for this cooperation.
So what I mean, you don't have to have a project about women. You need to have a sub page of your user page. I don't know. You just need to have a list of people to translate, to pass us to be translated in Armenian, Italian, and so on, and take our list and translate into Hebrew. So you don't need a project.
So notable women on Hebrew Wikipedia that probably have at least English version, so that they can be written in every other language.
It was your advice. She can take your list and she can have a look and say, we want to translate it in Hebrew.
Yes, you can take our list in Italian and
I can always
see
do
that we don't
I
have
don't need
this
a
in
project for
Hebrew.
that. I can order.
Yes.
We try to find the women more important in every country, and it's a project. This name is Las Imprescindibles. This start in Spanish group Wiki Mujeres. The first idea is, excuse me, I speak better French, Spanish, Italian, but not very much English. The idea is the more important women in every country to find these women in all languages. And every country, it's important to identify where is the woman's more important for his country, and propose the women, the other countries and the other language to translate these profiles.
This was the easiest way to translate, to have notable women, because our notable biographies that everybody knows that they are notable. You have not problem with it. Yes, original idea could be this, but could be I don't know, 50 people. Is not important. This important is easy to have people. You have biographies which are not criticable by the community, because you don't have time to discuss about and the deletions or the, so we choose people which are very representative. So as we start a survey on Facebook, we choose all this list of people, and we start with this list of people who our members choose as the most important. So could be another thing, but was the easiest thing to manage at this time.
Important is
Here.
it's the first politician, woman politician in the first scientific woman, these special women in every country, because it's very difficult to identify in Africa, for example.
Could be an idea, yes. Could be an idea, the first one who did something, but it's not important this. Important is to have 25 women. They cannot be attacked by the community. They are notable in every languages.
Yes, and they are lacking in the languages participating in this cooperation. We are also to follow that.
Yep.
Firstly, thank you so much for the presentation, and I guess very important when we talk about gender gap to have some coordination between us and to spread this project into many countries. But when we talk about gender gap, it's not only content-wise, but also about the contributors, like how many females do we bring on the board. And during the presentation, you mentioned the situation in Cameroon, if I'm not mistaken, that
The
coordinator was male. And I was wondering, do you have also data about the number of male versus female contributors? Because it would be very interesting to see from the point of who is contributing about this.
Kind of difficult to deal with, because the user, you cannot understand from the username whether it's male or female, and the collaboration is done online. If it were offline, we would have the exact numbers. You have?
I don't know, in Italian only women project. No.
My community is.
I'm lying. There's 2 or 3 guys, I think.
Yes, I would say that in Armenia, there were male participants, but women were only.
You know, women feels this different, because they feels my experience, I noted, women feels represented by this biography. So women feels they are part of something great. So could be more involved. But if you choose something that connect with something that have the interest of other people, why not? For example, I saw astronomers are very are content very people. Also, the guys love scientists, women scientists. So yeah,
it's more common, because I also. Well, I understood your project is mostly focused on the content of Wikimedian projects, not the first objective. It's not it's a by-effect, but it's not the main objective to increase women authors. It's more that you want to increase the articles about women. That's what I understood. What's your major objective is, which I find good. I think we should not lose that we are different objectives.
You know, when you organize this kind of events, you cannot have a future perspective. So you need to do things into a certain time. So you need to do things in 1 week, 1 month. You cannot engage people. This is another kind of engagement, which is not part of this. Should be done every day, constantly, every single day, and we do this. But these campaigns are usually to write articles, And our idea for this reason, the name is Interwiki Women, because it's not only on Wikipedia. We need, my interest is to increase also the other project. For example, Wikidona starts another project in Wikibooks, wrote 2 books about women in Veneto and women in Lucania. Also, we wrote a lot of Wiki Kota connected to the wiki page. So we did a lot of, I don't know, mapping, Wikidona mapping days. So we took female biographies and we go to map every single building where this woman lived or created her career or did something. So which are every connected on OpenStreetMap. A lot of ideas. So the idea is to extend this woman talk about women in all the Wikimedia projects, not only on Wikipedia. Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to just mention that the goal is not to be exclusive to let only women edit articles on women topics. So the point is that everyone should be involved in increasing the number of women articles.
Exactly. The content is about women, but the participants
anyone can participate.
Yes. Even Martians.
As long as they speak these languages.
Yeah.
But just one little piece is that now, since it's already for 2 years, so the first 3 or 5 languages already have these all articles on their languages. But as new countries are coming, we might not, like, we are, like, you know, trying to keep up with already written articles on these
was not
languages.
finished because, for example, we didn't read maybe the all articles about Armenian women. We maybe don't read, don't wrote all the articles about Arabic women. So, but because you need 25 per how many language, you need to wrote 125 only in one language. And if you have 7 or 8 languages, become a whole bunch.
While creating your language, you can see Albanian is liking from Italian, Arabic, and you can choose those women to be translated into that languages.
So it's not, we don't finish nothing, so we started. Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
Why are some women black and not blue?
Because it's not linked. It's not.
It's not linked.
But there are articles.
Yes,
They were
are
transcribed,
not
but not
linked
written.
there. But I would say that our Armenian community was too active, so we covered all the list provided by different languages.
So yeah, they are the winners. And also Arabic Wikipedia. We at the end we know that they wrote 87 articles about women. So also because they have a lot of participants. You had 30 something like this. So it was very huge because it was promoted by the Wikimedia Armenia. So this is another point. We need to promote what we are doing. We need to put on this site notice. We need to engage other, but you know, between the chapters and the user group is not a good relation. So not every time the chapters are helpful to. So this is was a good example of collaboration between people. So that's all. Yeah.
I was wondering if I could submit some of the articles that I have written about women that actually connect to the Sustainable Development Goals that I've done recently. And one woman in particular, her name is Jackie Witherspoon, and she actually came to the WikiGap. And what she is doing, she is organizing women of the diaspora, the 6th region, to become a caucus group within the United Nations. So that should happen next year during the CSW. And then there's another woman that I did an article on just recently, and I was shocked that she didn't have an article. She is the African Union ambassador to the United States. So they have a new one. She's been there since 2017. And one of the things that's interesting about her, she replaces the other woman, I think it was Amina Ali. That's the one I remember, but they have a new one. And the new one, she is promoting the Africa agenda of 2063. So we talk about the Sustainable Development Goals of 2030. But I didn't even, I mean, even if I had heard it, just might have just gone past me. But when you do an article, you get more into stuff. It says, well, if I would have seen that, it probably just would have went past me or not really registered. So, and then there's a third woman, which is a South African woman that does a lot of work at the United Nations. And she's connected with UN Women, and they do a lot of advocacy work, and they do a lot of presentations at the UN. So it would be great if those three women can be put in other languages.
Yes, the problem we have is the same problem in Wikipedia. The problem of people which is not dead. So
oh, it's really, okay. So you give it the list and they pick.
I don't remember the name of this acronym of BLB. People which are
right. So you just put it on a list and they have to pick.
So you need to write on Wikipedia about the people who is dead. Otherwise, you have a lot of problems with contemporary.
It depends on the rules on each Wikipedia.
But are not strictly. Because we are afraid about promotion of a lot of things. So if someone is dead, it's better.
So, but the woman you mentioned, so if they are prominent enough, you can put in women in red links, and they can be translated in more languages as well.
So we have a list. We have a lot of lists. So if you want, we can share with you. Yeah.
But do you add this list only cisgender women, or also other individuals that identify as women? So to be more open to transgender.
People choose this. So it's not related to gender. It's related about importance.
It's related to be a bit more intersectional as well.
Yeah. If someone, I don't know.
It's locked.
You see, also
You need to use the other door.
So if some LGBT person won a Nobel Prize, you don't have a problem. Because the problem is that the most notable are people, I don't know, one, Rita Levi-Montalcini won Nobel Prize, another one Oscar Prize. So these are very, very, very notable people. Yeah, maybe we have 1 minute here.
I understand when there is a woman in red, they don't have to put in only women where is an article in each from this language?
No, like the biography of the women can exist in Italian. So Camilla can suggest in her list the name of that woman. We can find English sources and translate through those sources, and we'll have an Armenian page for that woman.
Okay.
We need at least one language to exist in English.
Okay.
Maybe there's a mistake in the group, because some are writing about people alive, and you took a list. They are all dead, yeah? That's right.
Almost, yes.
Yes.
Almost,
So,
yes.
and this was the starting point for you. So to try to translate it in several languages to have this. Yeah. Okay. So, and you decided to write about from art, or you make a mixture of what they have done.
Yes, like while preparing Armenian list, we choose women of different professions, and there were artists as well. We have artists who has her biography in only 2 languages. Armenian, and English. After the collaboration, there were more than 7 languages added.
Okay.
So it's not important the occupation. We need to. It's important to be notable. Very, 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 very. Thank you so much.